Okay, here's part two of this master website. The moment is looking pretty drab. We've built the page. We've done all the construction of the page. We now need to do all the styling of it. So we're going to, from here on in, work on a style sheet. We might go back and tweak the odd thing on the page, but that page is pretty well done at the moment. So what I want to do is I want to do a file. Start a new page. I want to set language as CSS. That should do us. We're going to rename this now as what did we call it? What did we call it? We'll call it mystyle.css. So I want to save this as file, save as, and call it my style. I think it knows it's going to save it as a CSS. It's going to save it in the right directory. There we go, and I should have. We just moved that up there. There we can see the cascading style sheet is built. And now let's have a look at this web page over here. Well. Just a second, let me pause while I sort the kettle out. Right, I'm back. 7:15 in the morning. I need coffee while you're all asleep. Where were we? Okay, so we're going to knock up this style sheet here, and so we've only got a titchy window here. But I mean, if I had this full width, it'd be a web page that's, I don't know, 26 inches wide. I've got a huge monitor here. It would be huge. So you probably want to set. First thing you want to do is probably set some width to this. Well, we've got a tag down here. Where is it? Oh, scroll back here. We've got a tag here called body. Yeah. So let's change the body setting, and we can do that up here. We're going to do body, and we'll say that width of that is, oh I know, 1000 pixels, something like that. So your minimum monitor size nowadays 1024, so that would be 1000 with like a little half-inch gap either end of it, and it would probably look about right. 1000 pixels is not, you're not going to see this on this tab on this side here. So just to be silly, so you can see what's going on, let's just change this to 400. I don't know what width that is. Let's have a go at that. Control save that over here, F5. Let's try making it. Oh, and now there's a couple of other things that we just want to do. We want to do a bit of centering as well. Just what we do here is let's just give the body a. In fact, we're going to do this with all the tags, which you tend to do this when you're just building the web page, so you can see the actual boxes that are around these things. So if we stick a border and border RDR, and we'll make it 1 pixel wide. We'll make it a solid line, and we'll make the body one. We'll make that black. We'll change the colours for the other ones, but that should do us. That'll show us where the body is at the moment. If I control save that, let's go over here and see if we can see it. F5. There we can see the body. Okay, so it's 400 pixels wide. This titchy web page. You probably want to make yours 1000. Fine, let's just be 400 wide. You probably want to make yours 1000, and you can see it's definitely made it 400 wide, but it's over to the left. And what we want really is the 400 wide, or 1000 wide in your case, but centered. So what we want to do is we want to get those margins either side to be automatically the same width. So you want to do something like, let's try, just hang on a second. Well, if you think about it, it's just a bunch of text, isn't it? So we could just text a line, center, just a second, Control S. Do that. Sorry, I was just checking something was working there. It's just a bunch of text. So what you could do, you probably just saw me giving away the show there, is you can actually say text line, and you find all these commands on W3C Schools. Let's make it center, and then you make the margins. You're going to basically say margin, and you can give them a specific numbers. What I would tend to do is just say automatically set the margins on both sides. And if I control S that, you'll see now it should stick it in the center. So it's done the margins left and right the same. Now there's a slight technical hitch in that it's actually made everything inside all in the center as well. We're going to fix that in a second. If we go back to the home page here, we've got the body, and then we've got all these divs that are in the body here. We're going to put in another div now to fix this business of all the text, everything being stuck in the center. So what I'm going to do is call it, say, I'm going to div ID, and call it, content, something like that. That should do it. Close that div, and I want to grab that other div now, just there. Control X, and now we're going to make sure we enclose everything There we are. So basically this ID called content includes the whole page, and that lot we're going to set the direction for that to be left. If I Control S that, let's go back to the style sheet here, and we're going to now have an ID. Remember with IDs, remember the thing I did on CSS, IDs you start with a hash symbol like that, content, something like that, and now what we do is for that bit we say text line left, and that should now take the content inside this box here and move it all to left. Control S. There we are. So now we've got our web pages in the center, and the text alignment is over to the left. I'm probably going to break this up into several videos. I'll save that at that point, and you can come back and have a look at whatever part 3 is. Control S. There we are. F5. Okay, and join me for part 3, I think it is.